Well, I'm joined here at Barry University where Manchester United are training by two stars in the wrestling world. Mike here does my job really, on-screen reporter, gets behind the scenes, gets all the access, and you can tell by the size of Drew, he's the man. He gets in the ring and gets the job done in there. Mike, firstly, sporting a nice black Man United shirt there, loving that?
Yeah. Got it last time we were on the international tour when we went to Manchester, so.
And is it nice to get up close and personal with the players here and meet Jose and his coaching staff?
That was actually the first thing. As soon as we walked out on the field, like as we were walking in and we saw him, we were like, oh my God, and he came over, and that was awesome, like a first experience of walking out. Like that's what everybody wants to do when you walk out there, because he's a man, the myth, the legend.
Absolutely. Drew, obviously you train very hard to do what you do, and it's labour of love, isn't it? You must be in the gym a hell of a lot, so these players here looking at your physique are thinking, I need to get in the gym a bit more, I think.
I don't know about that. Like, I know how hard it is to play football. I played it growing up till I was about 16, but the last game I played, I took my shirt off, threw it at the referee, tried to fight him and got banned from the league, so I think wrestling was the natural avenue for me to take. But yeah, I know how hard it is to keep going for 90 minutes and play at this level, and I'm very excited to be here because my brother's a Manchester City fan, and I'm very excited to rub it in his face, so ha ha ha, John.
I think it's absolutely phenomenal. Seeing their cardiovascular endurance is just something else. Seeing them being able to use their feet and the agility is just purely amazing.
And of course you all have the ultimate goal of entertaining the fans, don't you? You guys do it so well. It's sports theatre in many ways. It's the wrestling. These guys try and put on a show for the fans watching too.
Yeah, that's one of the fun parts about sports, you know, and entertainment is when you bring so many people together from diverse backgrounds and races and religions in front of televisions and inside of stadiums and arenas all over the country. People aren't just coming there for the sport. They want to be entertained. You know, they're paying their hard-earned money to see some cool stuff and see people's characters and personalities. So we like to say that we're the greatest show on earth, and we take pride in putting smiles on people's faces. And I think that translates across sports. So definitely with Manchester United, they're one of either the most loved or the most hated clubs in all of America. So it's really cool to come and see everything come full circle.
You've obviously swapped football for wrestling. How much do you enjoy this stage of your career right now?
I'm loving it. I've been doing wrestling now for 18 years. I started when I was 15. Wow. I used to travel from Ayr, Scotland to Portsmouth in England, which was like a 12-hour journey to learn, and then I kept at it until I was 21. I got signed from Scotland straight to America. So I've been here for 12 years now. It's, what I've always wanted to do is my dream job, and I'm living it right now. And I get opportunities like hanging out with Man United, so yeah, that's not all bad.
Obviously, entertainment is vitally important, but so is winning, right?
Oh yeah, winning is the key ingredient. It doesn't happen to me a lot necessarily, but I think we got our strategy coach right here who's going to help me and Titus turn that around. So it's all good. Winning is key though. Winning is those titles, those championships, the trophy cases. I think that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I think if you give everything that you have, you've given 100%, and you can look back, win or lose, and say that you gave everything. That's what matters at the end of the day. So
I do think according to my numbers, losing is sometimes okay because you can learn and pick up from your mistakes, and you can only go up from there. So losing's okay too, but winning's the ultimate goal.
Losing's okay if you learn from it, right?
Exactly.
So as the strategist of the team, and we've got one of the best strategists in world football, Jose Mourinho. So maybe you can pick his brain, share some stories.
Yeah. Most definitely, I would love to give him a little bit of advice coming from Titus Worldwide, and maybe he could help me out for tonight with the strategy of these guys.
Soccer is growing in the States, isn't it? We've seen some big players play in the MLS recently. So where do you think the game is at right now here?
I think you've kind of seen a resurgence of MLS, especially with Zlatan Ibrahimovic coming here, and now Wayne Rooney, a bunch of you're getting more international players coming in, and they've still got a lot of career. And I think MLS still has some time to grow. It needs to grow more, but it's a lot faster paced than it was maybe 3 or 4 years ago, as opposed to 10 years ago when it was just oh. But
we have a dream over here as well. Eventually Americans are going to understand. Mike agrees agrees with me that we're going to call it football. It's a football over here. They call American football football, even though they use their hands predominantly. Makes no sense. The guys have been kicking the ball the whole time. That's why we call it football. So the dream is they will call it football one day in America, not soccer.
Football will always be king, and baseball will always be king here. But it's good to see how the growth of the sport of soccer has really been embraced here, and a lot of that I think also has to do with us winning. You know, the Americans winning, the women winning, and winning the gold medal and things like that have truly helped us out as a country understand that soccer is very important here as well.
Manchester United play Real Madrid here in Miami. What a fantastic game for us to round the tour off. Two powerhouses in world football.
We're excited about the game on Tuesday night. I'm going for Manchester United, mostly because I'm a Barcelona fan and I cannot root for Real Madrid. So Manchester, you all the way.
Excited for it?
Oh, I'm buzzing. Like today, we've got the big WWE Raw show at the American Airlines Arena, and then tomorrow, Manchester United versus Real Madrid. That's the best couple of days I can possibly imagine. Who should I pick? I'm
Come
here.
on, Drew.
Man United, of course.
There's only one team to beat. So a couple of brilliant days in sport, the wrestling, and then the football too. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having us.